Welcome back to Happily Booked, the bookcast where two kindred spirits believe that the pursuit of happiness is the same thing as reading a good book and being able to talk about it. We're your hostesses, finally back, Brooke and...
Back.
And yeah, I'm so glad to be finally doing this again.
Me
I feel
too.
Like it's been a long time.
Oh my gosh. It's amazing how long 2 weeks feels.
I know. I was like, I don't even know if I remember how to set all this up. Am I going to remember how to edit? I don't know. We're going to see. I kept thinking I was prepared too. Oh, boy. Boy, I was wrong. So we were supposed to record last week, but we couldn't because you had sickly kids.
Yes.
So last week, I was so excited for you to come over so that, well, one, so I could give you and your daughters your Christmas presents, but then two, because I wanted to see your reaction to something that changed outside of our house.
It was pretty cool.
We now finally have a front fence and a gate.
It's
so
really nice.
We're gate people.
It's so nice. I like it.
I like it too. I'm really glad. I'm really proud of them for being able. They're so handy.
Yeah.
They're some handy men. They really are.
They did a good job.
It was Austin and his brother built the fence. Mainly his brother because we were still going to work, and so he was here and doing that. And it was fun. He brought his dog and his cat, so Pumpkin got to play with another cat. And it was very fun to watch her interact with another cat. And I was surprised that they got along right away. Because normally, cats are kind of pissy towards each other.
Yeah, they don't like new cats.
Yeah, it takes a second. But they were okay. I was surprised. Maybe because his was a boy cat.
Maybe.
And she's a girl. So I don't know. Maybe he was like, oh, we can be friends. Boy cats tend to be nicer. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know about everybody else's experience with cats, but my experience, boy cats tend to be much nicer.
That's definitely been my experience. Boy cats are just more chill.
Yeah, they really are. They're sweeter. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. It was a great Christmas gift. That's how I like to look at it. It was a Christmas excursion little project out there. So I'm glad the gate's finally up. He's had that gate leaning against the house. It was at the bottom.
Right. Yeah, I noticed it before.
Yeah. For like 4 years. So it's finally up. And it's really nice.
That's actually what Emma said. She goes, hey, that was leaning up against the house.
That's funny. I know. Once he finally got it up, we came walking back over and we were like, huh, that's a wall. There's nothing against it. That's weird.
That's funny.
Because it's always been there for 4 years now.
Emma really was hoping you were going to have wood floors. She thought that was going to be the surprise.
Oh my gosh. One day. Another fun thing, speaking of wood floors that has nothing to do with what I'm actually about to say, we are expecting a new oven.
Ooh,
I know, right?
How exciting.
I'm so excited. So we're expecting a new oven. I think it's going to be arriving this Wednesday. We thought it was last Wednesday, but
that's
we're
really
wrong.
cool. I don't know if we talked about it before, but I broke their oven one Monday. I went to pull the oven open and the handle fell off.
Yeah, it was really funny, but it's okay. Austin fixed it the same day.
He's so handy.
He's pretty handy. So yeah, Austin fixed that the same day. It really wasn't that big of a deal. It was just like the bolt or the screw had just kind of loosened,
right?
And then it just popped off when you tried to open the oven, and it was so funny. I was like, well, guess your food's gonna burn. Guess we can't get into the oven. But it's gonna be an electric flat top oven.
Oh, nice.
I'm so excited. I've not been more excited about anything other than the fence and the gate.
What color is it?
It's gonna be black and stainless steel because
Okay.
we're starting to notice that that's about to be all of our appliances is black and stainless steel. Except our fridge, obviously, it's big and white.
Right.
But
you can fix that.
yeah, we're gonna get a new fridge at some point too. We're gonna keep that one and put it in the basement.
Okay.
So
That's a good idea.
yeah. They had found the stove on a deal, and so they went ahead and ordered it. It was, I think, his mom found it for us. I think.
Okay.
And so they went ahead and ordered it, but we're not actually going to be able to install it until we do some rearranging in the kitchen.
Ah.
So we're going to have to change like that island. So the rocks might be leaving. The rocks and the island might be going. I don't know.
You're going to get a new island, like, built around it? Or?
I would like to keep the island. I think we both like the island and, like, the fact that the stove is in the middle.
Yeah.
I think we both enjoy that. So we're probably going to have an island. It's just going to have to be changed a little bit.
Okay.
To accommodate our new stove and oven.
That'll be fun to see.
But yeah, so that's really exciting. I'm really excited about that because as you know, at least, and anybody who's come to my house while I've cooked them dinner or been over for dinner or anything knows that I hate my stove. So one of the eyes doesn't work anymore. I hate those electric eyes that you can remove. I hate them because it gets so dirty underneath. I don't want to clean it because it's disgusting.
Yeah. I actually need to clean mine.
Well, and the last time we took out one of the eyes, that's how one of them is broken because I guess we popped it out too hard or popped it in too hard. And it doesn't work anymore. So it's just...
My stove came from somebody.
Yeah.
And thankfully, because my other one, well, the oven was broken. The stove worked fine, but the oven didn't. And one of the eyes, he goes, so the front right eye, you have to jiggle it sometimes. I'm like, okay. So, and you do. We have to jiggle, but that's the best eye. That's like the main one I use.
Yeah.
So I'm like, work.
I have to, this is so weird. We're jiggling eyes. I have to jiggle my eyes sometimes. Yeah. Because I've gotten into, I don't know how you would explain it. Like you just start to learn things about like you just know the way it sounds, the way whatever, and I'll think that I might not have actually clicked on. And so, like, I'll remove the pot or pan, and I'll, like, put my hand near it, see if there's heat. If there's no heat, I'll just kind of, like, pop it in, jiggle it a little bit, and then it's on. So
that's funny.
So something.
I'm very excited for you.
I'm so excited.
I can't wait to see it.
I know. I have no idea when we're gonna be able to use it, but I'm so excited. I'm so excited. The next thing would be a great new washer and dryer. That'd be nice. They work fine. They're just old.
Yeah.
But they work fine. So yeah, I guess we can talk about... Oh wait, no, one more thing. So our next door neighbors, who would be behind you where you're sitting, nobody else can see, nobody else knows, but you know, they are an older couple. They have had to temporarily go stay in Athens for a while. So they like sold all their chickens and blah, blah, blah. But they had a rooster and they were like, he's not ours. He just showed up. So we've been feeding him. and he stayed there for like years now. Wow. And the lady had come over one day while they were working on the fence and was like, would you be interested in maybe feeding the rooster? And she was like, you don't have to. You don't have to. Like, if anything happens to him, like, it's not your problem. You don't have to. He wasn't even our pet. He just showed up. And I'm like, well, technically he's your pet if you fed him. Like, obviously you cared enough about him. Right. I'm not going to just let him die. So what an excursion, an adventure I've been on. I climbed through the tree line, through all the briars and the shrubs and the bushes and the trees and the animal feces and leaves and whatever else is in that tree line over there to go across into their property to find the rooster. We tried to get the rooster to come over to our property. He wouldn't do it. Then they left like the next day to go to Athens. And so then like a couple days after that, I think it was a Sunday or it had to have been a Sunday. We woke up and it was like 6 o'clock in the morning and you could hear the rooster. He was like cock-a-doodle-dooing. And so I was like, Austin, we gotta go get the rooster. We gotta get up and go get the rooster. We have to. And so we got up and put our shoes on before we even cooked breakfast. We went over and got the bird. They had rooster feed, like chicken feed that they gave us. So we have like the container of chicken feed and we're shaking it. We're like, chick. Half dazed and asleep. I think I had my glasses on, which was stupid. Me trying to climb through the tree line again with glasses on. My depth perception is already out of whack when I have my glasses on. Like, I don't even know how I function normally. And then we see him, and he, like, starts to follow Austin. So I go back through the tree line, and the dogs are inside because I don't want the dogs to scare him off. And then he doesn't come through the tree line again. But, like, we leave the food right out by the tree line under one of the trucks that was over there. So if it rains, it doesn't get in the food. And Then one day the food was gone, so we were like, okay, I think the rooster came over and ate the food. I hope. So I filled it up again, and then we didn't see him. And then it like was monsooning. It was like those few days where it was just raining a lot.
Right.
And the flash flood warnings and all that. And the food was still there after that. I mean, it was soaked, so, you know, I had to dump it out and put more food in it.
Right.
I was like, well, I don't know where he's at. So then Austin was out, like, back by the barn doing something while I was in here doing whatever I was doing. And he called me. He was like, hey, I found the rooster. Come get that food. And so I got the food and the bowls and the water. And I went all the way out there, and he was, like, out in our trees back there, just sort of wandering around, being a rooster. And so we coerced him, and, like, I would drop food so he could see where it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I placed the bowl in the water under shelter back there. And so now we have a rooster. For all that to say, we have a rooster.
So he's out there right now?
He's probably out there somewhere. Yeah, in the trees.
That's funny.
Where he stays safe. He's a fast little bugger, too. Because Ranger saw him for the first time yesterday, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And he tried to go after him. And I stopped him, and he stopped. Everything was fine. And Remy, though, I had to, like, really get on to Remy to stop going after him. She was really intrigued. But and I'm surprised
that rooster was gone.
Yeah, he bolted. But he didn't go far. I'm surprised he didn't, like, actually leave. And he stayed around, so we have a rooster now. Now we just got to get pins and a pen.
That is funny.
Yeah, so we've accumulated a lot since the last time.
You're really getting up there with the homestead. Got a fence and a rooster.
Yep. I know. I told Austin now we need signs. We need, like, dog on premise signs or something like that. Not that anybody's gonna come into our yard, but
right. Well, they might.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. And at first, when they built the fence, sorry, I'm just going on and on about my fence. At first, when they built the fence, I had told Austin, I was like, you know, when you were saying it was going to be further away from the road, I didn't know exactly how I was going to feel about it, like if I was going to like it or not. But I do like it a lot because I feel like now if people run off the road, they're not going to hit our fence. Right. Hopefully. And not that people run off the road a lot anyway, but there is a school bus that they drop some kids off across the street, and then I guess they don't have to go further down, and they've started turning around right there. Oh. And so they'll pull up a little bit into our yard and back up into the driveway that they just dropped the kids off in and then go. And so I was kind of worried about that. Like, maybe I hope they don't hit our fence if our fence is closer to the road. But it's not. It's like a good 10 feet from the road, I think. Something like that.
It's nice.
Thank you. That's thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Now you just need trees. Big trees.
That's what his brother mentioned. He was like, so now if you want to get trees and put them out there, immediately Austin was like, oh, that's what she wants to do so bad. I don't want nobody to see us.
Right.
So what's new with you?
Well, let me think. The girls had the flu.
Yeah.
I didn't get it, thankfully.
Yeah.
I still went to work, wore my mask just to make sure I didn't get people sick. I think she's trying to get Remy. Look at Remy's face.
It's okay, Remy. Lay down. If Remy if she notices that the cat is genuinely getting on your nerves and you keep swatting at the cat, she'll get up and attack the cat.
That's funny.
And I didn't want her to, like, snap at the cat on top of Ella.
The cat is about to get it.
She likes those blankets. She was probably trying to find a spot to lay down and make biscuits.
One of our cats was doing that last night. So let's see. They had the flu. I read a lot in my Run Rose Run book. Not finished, but I am halfway through it.
Story.
I am halfway through it. That's the important thing.
Finally, I bet you're proud.
I am.
Applause for Becky.
I haven't read in Harry Potter because they were zonked out.
Yeah.
They had fevers and, like, there was no reading to them.
Yeah.
So we haven't really progressed in that. What is that app?
Storygraph?
Yes. I started my Storygraph.
Ooh.
I put in
2023.
Run Rose Run. I put in Harry Potter, and I put in the DragonKnight book that I'm reading or listening to right now.
Yeah.
And I had 2 credits with Audible, and I used one. I don't know what I want to use the second one on yet. But the first one is on, it's a medical book. Okay. And it's like, it's if anyone has PCOS, it's polycystic ovary syndrome. And I was diagnosed with that. I don't believe that I have it because it supposedly makes it difficult for you to get pregnant. And Emma was my honeymoon baby. So I really find it hard to believe that I have that.
Yeah.
But it has like a diet you can go on if you have PCOS that helps you to lose the weight, because it's hard to lose weight when you have it. And it's supposed to help you feel better. I can't talk. Sorry. It's supposed to help you feel better with the diet. So I was interested in at least listening to it to see what the diet was and what it had to say. Because I do have a hard time losing weight. And so I thought, well, I don't think I have PCOS, but it never hurts to try a diet that possibly will help you lose weight.
Right.
You know, I'm not fat, but I do need to lose a few pounds. So I thought I'd listen to it and see what it has to say.
That's pretty cool.
So, yeah, I don't usually listen to like medical books, or I have read like a book before about a diet that's specifically meant for like women, because women lose weight differently than men do.
Yeah, a lot more difficultly than men do.
Yeah,
too.
Yeah, man, it's so easy for a man to lose weight. It makes me sick. I'm like, all he has to do is stop drinking Coke, and he's gonna lose weight.
Right.
I have stopped eating bread. I don't drink as much sugar, and I still can't lose weight. Like, I don't understand. And you know, we work hard every day.
We're on our feet, moving
all day. You would think that I would shed weight.
It's nuts.
It's weird. And
all we're doing is damaging our feet and our knees.
Yes. So we'll see if that helps with some of that. But I'm trying to think of what else I did. We took down the Christmas tree finally.
Woo!
It was dying. It was turning brown.
Yeah.
But I was waiting for the girls to get better, because I can't do that by myself.
And you're not going to make them while they're sick.
No. And I had to clean out the litter boxes while they were sick. And blah.
I did that this morning.
Did you?
Yeah, it was pretty blah. I almost forgot. But
at least you only have one cat.
I was like,
something smells bad.
Something's a little stinky. I think it's time to clean that before my guests arrive.
So, I had to clean out the litter box. Yeah, there's not too much new that happened, probably because they got sick. We didn't really do a whole lot. But
that's what it is.
We did find a new show that we liked. It's called Mountain Monsters.
Mountain Monsters.
It's on Discovery Plus.
That sounds cool.
Well, it's a bunch of hillbillies.
Oh.
And they call themselves hillbillies, so it's okay to call them that. They are West Virginians.
Ooh.
And they
love West Virginia.
They go in search of their native folk monsters. And they always have these sightings. Now it's getting a little harder for me to believe what's happening on this show is real.
I'm sure there's a good amount that's scripted.
But this is where people are probably going to start thinking I'm crazy. I believe in Bigfoot. I'm sorry, but I just think there's too many stories from too many different cultures.
Yeah.
For him to not be real.
Yeah.
And I mean, maybe he's extinct now, but I honestly believe in Bigfoot.
So you know we have a Bigfoot cutout.
Right. Yes.
Speaking of Bigfoot. So there's a river or a creek that's like, it's that way somewhere. I think it might be on the neighbor's property somewhere. But allegedly, that's where some Bigfoot footprints were found.
Oh.
And so they, what is it when they put the stuff in the footprint? They cast it.
What is that? Well, they do use some. I think that they use cement in one of the episodes, but there is an actual casting. Yeah. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah. But so allegedly there was some Bigfoot footprints found out there. I don't know. I have a hard time not believing he's real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I have a hard time thinking. I don't know. It's interesting. The forest can hide a lot.
Yeah. I loved the episode of Psych where they were in search of Bigfoot.
Love Psych.
But anyway, I believe in Bigfoot.
Yeah.
But they go in search of like something called a devil dog and a hellhound and all kinds of like Appalachian mountain folklore monsters. And they always claim to have video, and they always find the tracks. Some of it is a little more believable than I believe that there is something in the woods that people are seeing not necessarily what they think they're seeing.
Yeah.
In some of the episodes.
Yeah.
Because some of it's a little far-fetched. But again, I do believe that they're seeing something, or they wouldn't be afraid of it. And I don't think it's all completely made up.
Right.
But it's just really funny. They cuss a lot. They bleep most of it out. I don't know if that makes it funnier or not. But it's, if anyone has Discovery Plus, you should check out Mountain Monsters. Yeah. It's so funny. I was telling one of our coworkers about it on Saturday, and she's like, I've seen that on there. I should watch that. You should. Yeah.
So Discovery Plus is also where there's a cool show called Getaway Driver. It's where that's where
I heard of that before.
The Sideways Sheriff was on it. The one and only Sideways Sheriff was on Getaway Driver, which is on Disney Plus. So
Discovery Plus.
Discovery Plus, not Disney Plus.
But if you want to watch Disney Plus, go ahead.
Yeah, you can do whatever
There's
you
some
want.
great shows on there.
But yeah, that's cool. I like watching like mysterious, supernatural, unsolved.
I think you would like Mountain Monsters. You should definitely watch it. It's hilarious. Yeah. I love it.
That's pretty cool. We watched. So we had like 2 more seasons of Taskmaster, and we got to like season 8 or something. I think there was like 10 seasons. I don't know. I could be remembering this totally wrong. But I think we had at least 1 more season to watch, and we got into the season before the last one. And we could only watch like 2 episodes, and then the rest are unavailable. Oh. And I was like, wow, this sucks. So all of a sudden we were like scrambling to find something to watch because we watch a show when we eat dinner. And so we just started watching Wednesday.
Do you like it?
It was okay. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I don't think it... I think I was expecting something a little different than what I got. Which is fine. It was funny. It was mysterious. It was a little spooky. It was everything that it was portraying itself to be, I think. But in my head, I think I was expecting something a little more sinister because it's the Addams family, basically. But it's just Wednesday. It's just about Wednesday going to this boarding school for, like, misfits. Some things were a little... Did y'all watch it?
I think the girls might have seen it. I haven't watched it.
Well, it's good. I think you would enjoy it. It's definitely good for all ages. I would say that.
I'm interested in it.
Yeah.
When I've seen the previews, it looks good.
When we watched it, I think I was expecting, like I said already, I was expecting it to be a little more sinister just because of watching the Addams family. But I didn't quite expect it to be, I think it was, I said this to somebody at work and they were like, no, I didn't get that at all. And I was like, okay. I feel like it was geared a little bit more towards children than I was anticipating. Not that that's a problem. It was still fine. Right. But there was just a few things I feel like they could have done a little differently. Just for my liking, to please me.
If you had seen the original Addams Family, you probably wouldn't imagine it to be sinister. The original Addams Family wasn't. Yeah. The movies were a little...
I think I'm thinking of the movies.
They're more modern, so they're more... They are darker. Yeah. But the TV series was a comedy.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking of the movies. Yeah. Because all I ever remember, it must have traumatized me, was like they were doing a talent show and like Wednesday like cut off her brother's arms or something. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, they updated the movies to make them more, I guess, marketable for the time period that they came out. Yeah. But the original TV series that I watched in reruns, I'm not that old. My mom watched them when they first came out. I watched reruns. But it was a comedy. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And the Wednesday was funny too. Like it really was. It's marked as a comedy, I think. So it lived up to that pretty well, I think. It was pretty goofy. It was funny. Thing, the hand. Yeah. Hilarious. Hilarious. Best thing about the show. But it was pretty good. We did enjoy it. It's only 1 season, so we finished it pretty quickly. And then we started watching, I know this is a podcast about books, but, whatever. And then we started watching The Watcher. That really spooky true crime reenactment documentary, whatever.
How did you feel about it?
We're not finished with it. I think we only have like 2 episodes left. I think it was an 8 or 10 episode series. It's creepy and extremely frustrating because, people live differently in different parts of the country.
Right.
But if what was happening in the show was happening to us here, I'm just going to tell you right now, we would get violent.
Yeah. Yeah.
We would get so violent. And it's great. Like, I know some of it's probably a little bit dramatic, like not quite exactly what happened, because it is based off of true events.
Right.
But boy, oh boy.
I think, Emma, you watched that, didn't you? Oh, you only watched one episode?
There's an intimate scene in the first episode. Probably turned her off. It almost turned me off.
Oh, she didn't finish the whole episode.
There's I don't blame you. There's a good amount of language too. And I was like, oh gosh. But it's creepy so far. It's good so far. But it's just so frustrating how we would be acting compared to how they're acting.
Right.
And I'm angry. Watching the show, I'm becoming angry for them. And I know I would become violent. Right. And they're like, oh, we're so scared. I'm like, oh no. Is this the story? I don't know that it ruins anything if you already know, but they never found the person, right? I don't think they did. I don't remember exactly. This could be something else I'm thinking of. I don't feel like they do. So then you're like, I feel that they didn't, and then so you get to the end and there's no closure. Right. So I don't know how you're gonna feel at the end of the season. They may change it. What do you know, Emma? She said she knows everything. Spoiler alert. Yeah. It has sort of gotten to that point. Yeah. That's creepy. Yeah, it's unsettling, and it fills me with a blind-filled rage when I watch it. It's so bad. I don't know how you're gonna. I'm interested to know how you feel at the end of the series. Yeah, because I think I knew already going in that it's an unsolved thing. I don't know how Austin's gonna feel about it though. He almost never watches mystery thriller stuff with me. So I don't. He doesn't normally watch. Has he said how he feels about it so far? A blind-filled rage. Yeah, we're both 0 to 100. I can't even say everything that I want to say to you about what I would do because I don't want to have to people judge me or we have to edit it out. But yeah, no, it fills me with a horrible, horrible blind fury. We watched that show Betrayed with my dad. He's got it set up to record, and one of the episodes was a 17-year-old girl who gets murdered. And my dad said her dad's a better man than I am. He said because I would have killed the guy. Yeah. He's like, I don't know, this might not be the right attitude, but I would have killed the guy. Right attitude to me. You don't have to tell me and convince me of it being the right attitude. Anyway, so yeah, that stuff's wild. True crime. Yeah. Wild. Yeah. So. To books? I guess so. So one little. Okay. I guess I should go get my haul. Okay. Brought this for you. Ooh. Thanks. I figured you probably won't. Yeah, we can talk about it. We need a bigger table. Oh, we're working our way up to that studio. It'll be nice to have a studio. Yeah, that would be really nice. Thinking about going and buying a lottery ticket. You should. Did you see what it's up to? No. It's like 800 million. You better buy one. I know. Happily Book Cafe coming soon. Woo! Oh, man. That would be something. Our employers would be very disappointed. They would. But anyway. They'd be able to replace us. They would. Yeah. They would. Okay. Do you want to go first and talk about any hauls you had? You go first. Okay. That's fine. Because you're so excited. I don't want to. So, okay, not that and not this. So I bought these for myself. Oh, so this is what everyone else got you? Yeah, so yes. This is what I got for Christmas. Can you hear me? You can hear me. Yeah, I can hear you. This is what I got for Christmas. This is funny. So, I posted a reel on Instagram.
Yes, I remember seeing that.
I like to do the little audio where it's like, show me your coffee and show me what you're currently reading.
Right.
I lied. I lied for the gram. I'm not reading this. I hadn't even started it.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, and now it's just so far gone, I might not until next Christmas. But the 12 Dates of Christmas by Jenny Bayliss. Yeah.
I think you should read it in the middle of the year.
I might, maybe. Christmas in July. Anyway. But it was just in this box because I was going to grab it when I was ready to read it, which never happened. So, I think one of the first I also ordered this for myself.
Her stack of what she got herself keeps getting bigger.
It's almost bigger than the actual gifts. So, exciting stuff. I got the box set, Becky already knows, of The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings trilogy. In paperback, of course. Very cute. Still sealed. Haven't opened it yet. Thought about reading it soon. I might. I don't know.
It's pretty.
Yeah. So I'm really excited about that by J.R.R. Tolkien. I don't know. Everybody knows that, but
right.
I feel like I still need to say it.
I don't know if everyone knows, though, when J.R.R. Tolkien wrote those and when C.S. Lewis wrote The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, they wrote as a competition between each other.
That's cool.
I don't know if anybody knows that or not, but
I didn't know that.
Like they were best friends.
I did know they were friends. I thought about that. So you know how we talked about a few episodes ago about how was it Jane Austen or it was a classic author, how it's funny you don't realize they're alive.
Louisa May Alcott.
Yes, how they're like alive in the same time period. They're actually friends.
Mm-hmm.
I actually, when I was doing an English major semester online,
mm-hmm.
one of the things I found out was that J.R.R. Tolkien and C.S. Lewis, like, they were friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that is just so wild. And I meant to talk about that, but I couldn't remember quick enough.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, anyway. Yeah, it's interesting.
They were very good friends.
Yeah. I didn't know it was a competition.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I mean, I hope their friendship
A lot of books were written as competitions amongst writers, like Frankenstein and, what was the book? Might have been a vampire book, but I can't think of the name of it. But there were a group of writer friends, and they came up with a competition between each other, and they wrote scary stories.
Yeah.
So that's how
cool.
that came about. I
never
learned that
read
in college.
Have you read Frankenstein?
I have. I had to read it in college, and I actually really enjoyed it. It actually, you feel sadness for the monster. And Frankenstein is the name of the doctor, not the name of the monster, as a lot of people call the monster Frankenstein, but he's not Frankenstein.
Frankenstein's monster.
Yes. And I felt sadness for the monster.
Yeah.
Because he didn't necessarily know what he was doing was wrong.
Right. And everybody hated him.
Yeah. And
I've not read it, but I know the gist.
I mean, rightly so because of what he did, but he didn't know that he was doing wrong. And you kind of get to see what he's thinking and feeling in part of the book. And I was sad for him.
Yeah. I would probably be sad too, honestly.
It was a well-written book. I liked it.
Yeah. I have thought about getting that and reading it and like trying to plan to read it
Mm-hmm.
for like around Halloween or something. So I also bought myself this. We're kind of twinning now, me and whoever reads one of those box sets. I also bought the first 3 books in the School of Good and Evil.
Yes, trilogy. It looks good.
So I'm really glad I got this because after watching Wednesday, I was like, oh yeah, this is kind of like, I feel like this would probably have the same kind of vibes as Wednesday. Maybe not quite as gothic, but maybe because they're going to be at a boarding school, crazy stuff's happening, good versus evil, all that. It's the School for Good and Evil. I have the first 3 books by Soman Chainani. Chainani?
I mean,
Chainani.
That's what it looks like.
This is an ongoing issue. I'm not good at this.
But the artwork is very pretty.
It's very pretty. And I didn't realize it was more than that trilogy. It's like 5 or 6 books or 7 or something. And
wow.
Because I bought it. It was just the first 3 books. I was like, okay, surely if it was more, they would have it all together. I didn't realize that. So there's actually more. So I actually bought myself that. But so then
Then it should have been in that stack.
So I opened a box at Christmas, and this was the first one I pulled out. And it was The Dinosaur Lords by Victor Milan. And I'm so excited to read this at some point. It's a series. I don't know how long the series is, but it was blurbed by J.R.R. Martin, who wrote Game of Thrones, for anybody who doesn't know that. He said, it's like a cross between Jurassic Park and Game of Thrones. And I was like, well, sign me up. So I'm excited to read that at some point. But notice, it's dinosaur book.
Yeah.
That's exciting, right? So then the second one I pulled out of the same box was this book.
Oh, look at that.
The Lost World by Arthur Conan Doyle.
That's so cool.
I know. I found this exact copy on Amazon, and I was like, that looks really
quirky. The cover. Yeah.
I know. I'm like, there's no way that T-Rex was that big. But I love this cover.
Yeah, that's
like,
nice.
If I buy this book, this is the cover I want. So I was like, I swear, there better be a third dinosaur book in this box that I pull out. And there wasn't. But there was a book in here by Mieko Kawakami called Heaven.
Mm-hmm.
I added this to my list because it was like really sad, I think. So I just want to cry.
You wanted a sad book?
Yeah. I'm going to read the synopsis for it.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I added it shortly before Christmas, and then, boom, it was there. Like, I didn't even...
Lo and behold.
I didn't even have time to really process what I was adding to my list.
You're a mess.
I know. So this is what the back says. With profound compassion and sensitivity, Mieko Kawakami has created a moving, revelatory portrait of two young people living in extreme circumstances. In Heaven, an introspective middle school student is subjected to systematic bullying by his classmates, and there is only one person seemingly capable of understanding his torment, a young girl named Kojima, who suffers a similar fate. Each finds solace in the other, but also a surprising new perspective on their predicaments. Heaven is a remarkably controlled and affecting novel on the theme of violence and a dazzling confirmation of Kawakami's standing as Japan's most insightful and exciting contemporary novelist. So it's going to be sad because there's bullying. That's obvious.
It sounded sad already just reading about it.
I know, just the fact that it was called Heaven, I was like, well, I'm going to cry. So those are the books I was gifted. And technically I didn't technically buy this, actually. I lied to you.
Okay.
I lied to you.
No. Well, we know what happens to liars,
We
Brooke.
do know what happens to liars. So I had this on my Amazon cart. I thought I took it off. I didn't, apparently. And my mom was like, I just went ahead and ordered it. It was only like $4 or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, I really meant to take that off. But it's fine. Somebody at work said that I would like this game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember why exactly, but he just said it was really good and that he thinks I would like it. So it's The Westing Game by Ellen Raskin. It's an interesting cover, isn't it?
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, I don't know.
Huh.
I'm going to read the back. I think it has something to do with like someone coming into a fortune.
Mm-hmm.
Or you have to compete for a fortune. I'm going to read the back.
Yeah.
Let's get these facts straight. A bizarre chain of events begins when 16 unlikely people gather for the reading of Samuel W. Westing's will. And though no one knows why the eccentric game-loving millionaire has chosen a virtual stranger and a possible murderer to inherit his vast fortune, one thing's for sure, Sam Westing may be dead, but that won't stop him from playing one last game. It sounds interesting, doesn't it? Very mysterious game where somebody's going to win money. It sort of gives, not the Hunger Games, but Knives Out meets... Well,
I don't watch horror movies, so I can't help you with that.
I love this movie, and I can't think of what it's called. Like,
who's in it? I know you're terrible with actors.
I don't know.
I mean, I could look it up if you knew one person in it.
I know.
Well, while you're searching, I looked her up just because her name sounded familiar, and I don't know why her name sounds familiar, but
I found it.
Okay,
sorry.
go ahead.
No, you can.
In 1979, she won the Dewberry Medal for that book.
Okay.
And in 1975, she won the same honor. Was a Newbery Honor book. Figs and Phantoms was another book she won that for. So I just thought that was interesting. Go ahead.
That sounds really interesting. It does say right here, winner of Newbery Medal. Huh. So, to me, this book is giving Ready or Not is the movie that I could not think of. Ready or Not and Knives Out kind of vibes. Probably a little less sinister because I'm pretty sure it's technically like a middle grade novel, I think.
It says she's a children's book writer and illustrator.
Yeah, so it's I'm sure not as horrible as well, Knives Out wasn't bad, but it did have some language. But yeah, if anybody likes the movie Ready or Not, me too. I love that movie. I wanted my wedding dress to be the wedding dress that she wears in that movie. Obviously not covered in blood and ripped up, but but the one before all that, and I think I got pretty close. My wedding dress was pretty cute, I will say.
You did have a cute wedding dress.
Thanks.
I've never seen the movie, so I can't tell you how close you got.
Yeah, you can't. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. So I went to one of our friends' apartments recently, and I gave them their Christmas presents, and we hung out. I stayed for dinner. It was great. She made buffalo chicken ring. It was delicious. And she gave me this. She's been reading this series. She's the one I got obsessed with, A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. So she's been reading, like, everything else by Sarah J. Maas to try to, like, fill that void. And this is... She gave me Crown of Midnight, a Throne of Glass novel. So I can't remember. I'll have to ask her again. But I think this is a prequel, or it's, like, the fourth book. So it's in between Heir of Fire and Queen of Shadows or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So she had started them on Kindle. Not Kindle. She has an iPad ebook thing. So it's not Kindle, but it's an e-reader. She started on that, and then she did some audio, and then she like couldn't wait and wanted to go ahead and physically buy this. So it's like a whole mixed up thing. That would drive me nuts. Like, if I'm going to have this, I'm going to have to buy the others.
Right.
But she gave this to me because she knew that I like physical books. And she wants me to read this series very badly. So at some point, that's going to happen.
Very nice. I like the cover.
Yeah. So, I don't know. She read, so this is the Throne of Glass series. And she read the other series that Sarah J. Maas has. It's only 3 books or something. And she thinks she's liking this series more. But still not as good as A Court of Thorns and Roses. And it probably never will be. So... It sucks when you read an amazing book or series and nothing beats it. Yeah. You know? Like, nobody was surprised that Station 11 was my favorite book of 2022. Nobody. Not me. I didn't even have to post that. My sister was like, you really didn't have to... Like, we all knew that. I was like, yeah, but I started this whole thing, so I had to post the ending.
That is funny.
It's fine. So that, she just gave that to me. It was really nice of her. And then I was like, I want to buy some books. I am still expecting 3 books from Thrift Books. They have not arrived yet.
That's okay. We'll have something to talk about next week.
Yeah. I bought these off of Amazon. This is not the first one I bought. Let's go in order, shall we? No, it is the first one I bought. So I bought The Library at Mount Char by Scott Hawkins. This book has been floating around in my brain and my Amazon list, my heart, for like 2 years.
Wow.
And I've wanted it. And I've wanted it because... It's apparently really good. Right. It's apparently really weird.
It's about a library.
So you think.
Oh.
I've been told that it's almost got nothing to do with a library. But that it is one of the most astounding and plot twisty books. You'll never see it coming. It'll blow your mind. It is
interesting.
Absurd and weird. It has something to do with I don't want to say aliens. It might not be aliens. These people just show up in this town, I think. I don't feel like reading the back of it. This is what you'll get. I think it has
this is the best part about the podcast with Brooke.
I was trying to sum up these freaking books. It has something along the lines to do with this couple or people show up in this town, and they're just weird. And people are like, they're weird. Because they'll say like, I can't even think of a good example. Somebody will say maybe they need them to write down something, so they'll hand them a pencil, and they'll be like, what is this? What do I do with this? How do I use this? And, like, they're clearly not from around here. You know what I'm saying? So they're probably aliens.
Right.
But it's just weird. I've just heard it's very odd.
Interesting.
And I'm going to tell you something after we end the podcast about it that I think is really funny. So that I can't say on the podcast.
And now everyone wants to know. Too bad.
Yeah, sucks to be you. So the next one I got is called The Last by Hannah Jameson. Oh, it's blurred by Emily St. John Mandel, author of Station 11.
Oh, interesting.
A chilling and extraordinary book. Well, I was already sold, but that helps. So up top, it says, 1 hotel, 20 survivors.
Ooh.
So I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a thriller. I don't know.
Sounds like people die.
Yeah. Oh, it's bent. I don't appreciate that. But the same person who said that this was astounding and it's going to blow your freaking mind is the same person that said that this was amazing and that she thought it was even better than Station 11.
Oh.
And I'm like, I mean, I didn't even have to know anything else about it. I was like, sure thing. I don't know if it has anything to do with a virus. I don't know if it's just a thriller.
It better live up to the hype.
It better, right? It's set in Switzerland.
Oh.
That's pretty cool. I don't know. So I'm excited. I'm really excited about that.
That sounds cool.
So those are what I bought myself. Just looking around, making sure that's all. That is all. Oh, I did buy my own book journal.
Okay.
I've had my eye on this book journal for a little while now. I was waiting for the new year to come around so I could buy it. I had watched a YouTube video of one of my preferred booktubers going through a bunch of book journals to compare which ones she thought were good or whatever. So this is actually by another booktuber, content creator. Her name is Hannah Azarang from A Clockwork Reader on YouTube. Okay. And that's what the journal's called, is A Clockwork Reader. So I'm really excited. I've already put one book review in here, or not review, it's not a full review, but it's just a little filled out the book area.
Look at that.
Look at that. You don't get to see what book it is. You probably already saw it. My handwriting is really big. So I'm excited to go in depth and fill this out. Like, it has a bunch of spots where you can fill your TBR list. You get to review it, and the options you get to review it on, it has title, author, narrator, the format, what you would give it out of 5 stars, the date you started it, the date you finished it, the genre, number of pages, if it was recommended by anybody, who it was recommended by. And then she has questions in here. And the first one is, what is your favorite quote? Where were you when you read this book? The most memorable scene? Would you recommend this book and why? And what did you learn from this book? Which I hate that question. Because half the time it's nothing. Half the time I'm just reading for entertainment. I'm not reading to learn anything, you know?
Right.
Like, I don't need to learn a new moral story. I hate that question. There's a bunch of spots in the back, though, like favorite authors, favorite movies you've watched, TV shows you started this year, or whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
Just a bunch of little things. I'm excited to fill that out. So, you can go now.
Well, so I brought all of my yarn.
Yeah, you did.
For my temperature blanket. I feel like I'm going to need more before the end of the year.
Yeah.
And I also probably won't use all of that because of the different temperatures.
Right.
Probably won't use all of it, but I think I'm excited to see how the rest of winter/spring goes, because those are summer's pretty set in temperature, and even fall's not that varied usually.
Unfortunately.
But winter and spring, our temperatures are going to fluctuate so much.
They're temperamental.
I mean, I was really surprised that December got down to 9.
Yeah. That Arctic blast.
Yeah,
man.
that was crazy. And like you said, I wish that it had happened at the beginning of January instead of the end of December.
Right.
So it could be in our blanket.
Yeah,
because
so we could document it down in our blanket.
I feel like we're not going to get, I hope we don't get 9 degrees again. But if we do, it'll probably be April, because that's when we have weird weather a lot, is April.
Yeah.
When we get like ice and stuff like that. I don't know why, but that's when the weird stuff happens usually.
We're from Georgia.
So I'm interested to see where the blanket goes.
Yeah.
As far as that. But I feel like the 70, 75, we get more of those temperatures than any of the other temperatures.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm going to need more ivory and more yellow. Yeah. But I'm really excited about it.
It's so cute. It is so cute.
I actually did a really good job on that center.
You're doing really good with your squares.
The one that I did with my test blanket that I'm still working on.
Yeah.
I didn't like the center circle as much. I thought this one turned out better.
Yeah.
So I feel like this blanket's going to look better.
Practice makes perfect.
But the first blanket that I'm also working on in tandem looks really good.
Yeah.
And I think the colors really go well together too.
Yeah.
I'm using my leftover yarn, and also my I got some yarn for Christmas from, I think my niece gave it to me. Okay. Yeah, my niece gave me this nice big skein of yarn.
Yeah.
And I'm using it in the blanket as well. So I might give it to her when I'm done, since she gave me the yarn that some of the yarn that I'm using. But I'm using leftover yarn from like when I made your first blanket that I made.
Yeah.
From a long time ago when I had some pink and red yarn. So I'm using all these different colors in there. And it looks really good.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. I should have brought it too so I could show you the difference, because it's about at the 3-month mark, I'd say.
Yeah.
And just imagining how that times 4 is going to be to think about how big. But also, as I go out, the days get longer. So one side is going to be one day.
Just like summer.
Yes. So just like summer. So one side will be one day. So the bigger it gets, the longer a day will be.
Yeah.
So it's going to be, I can't wait I'm really excited about the temperature blanket. Like, I'm more excited now that I'm doing it than even I was when we were just talking about doing it.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I cannot wait.
I really enjoyed doing it. It's so silly because I will say I already got behind. I'm caught up now, but yesterday I had to do 3 days.
Right.
And I was so annoyed with myself.
And
just didn't have time.
Your thing is longer right now than mine is.
Yeah.
And so when you get behind, it's really an issue. I was a couple days behind because of the girls being sick.
Yeah.
But it took me 2 minutes to get
right
caught
now
up.
It's still small. So
yeah.
Luckily,
I'm so excited because all the temperature blankets that I looked up, nobody did this design. Like, they had little square, and looking at their temperature blankets, I know how they made up for the variance in month sizes. They just added like dead space coloring for it, which is fine. But I didn't want to go that route with like having an extra color here or there. So I can't wait to see how this looks because no one else has done it.
Yeah.
So
I had a hard time. Like, it's been a more popular thing with, at least that I've been able to find on social media, with crocheters. Like, I barely have found any knitted temperature blankets.
Really?
Yeah. Like, there's been a couple that I think I stumbled across. So I hope mine turns out okay.
It will. I like your colors so far.
So far, they're really pretty.
Nice.
And they match directly with my current
They
read.
do.
Isn't that funny?
That's very funny.
I had to take a picture. But nobody
Did
else
you post
it
to Instagram?
Not yet.
Okay, you should.
Oh, people are going to think I'm so silly for doing this.
No, that's adorable. You should definitely do it.
So.
And then I kind of want to talk about what you got me for Christmas.
Yes.
So Emma was mad at me last week. She wanted me to leave Ella at home.
I know.
And come and still do the podcast, but Ella really wanted me to stay with her. Yeah. And she really did have a really high fever.
Yeah.
And I was very concerned about her. She was not waking up. I would say, Ella, you need to wake up. And she'd just look at me and smile. And I'd say, you need to drink something. And she's like, no. And she'd go back to sleep. And I was really worried I was going to have to take her to the hospital because she was going to get too dehydrated.
Yeah, if you can't get her to drink anything.
Yeah. But I was finally able to get her to wake up. So I'm glad I stayed with her. But we did miss you.
Yeah.
And
I missed y'all too.
So we missed our Christmas last week. I didn't know that you got me something too until like a couple days ago or one day at work.
I never mentioned it. I know I had told you when I got them.
Right. I knew you got the girls something. I was really excited for them to open their gifts. But you got me a book journal, My Reading Life by Anne Bogle. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to get in here.
I haven't seen that one in person until I got it for you.
Did you flip through it?
I have not flipped through it.
Oh, yeah, because it was, You should. I'll let you flip through it after the show so you can look at it.
And I also didn't realize, like, I knew it was gonna be small, but I didn't realize it was gonna be that small.
That's okay.
Mine's kind of big, and
yours is big, but I really like this, and I love Anne Bogle, so this is cool for me.
Yeah.
And then you got me a little wax warmer. Yeah. It is so cute.
Yeah.
I can't wait to put that in my living room. I'm pretty sure that's where it's going. I have one in the kitchen by the sink.
Yeah.
It has a little rooster on it.
Oh, cute.
I got that because of the whole homestead. I was like, we need some farm stuff in here. So I added that to the kitchen. So I can't wait to use my linen wax that you got me, fresh linen. What else? That was it, right? Those two things? Really cool, and I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
You're welcome. I wanted to get you some books, but I was like, no, I'll go ahead and just get her the journal. She'll, if she wants to get some books, she'll buy books. Like, she'll pick what she wants. But I didn't want to force any books on you yet.
I've got to get back to putting some more shelving up in the living room.
Yeah.
And then I can put my books out on the shelves.
Yeah.
So we're back in the swing of getting the house put together and getting stuff done. One of my cats, the mama cat, I want to kill her. And I love her to death. She keeps peeing in my hallway.
Oh, yeah.
And the thing is that when we cleaned out Ella's room, a lot of stuff ended up in the hallway.
Yeah.
She's peed on clothes. She's peed on trash. And I think I finally picked up all of the clothes out of the hall. I had to wash them in hot water twice.
Yeah.
And do a deep wash to get the pee smell out. I'm so mad that she did that.
Yeah.
And like, she just is bold.
Yeah.
She'll just squat right there in front of me. And I'm like, you better get out of this hallway. You have a litter box that literally I just cleaned out.
Yeah.
You better use it.
Go spray it with some water.
Oh my goodness. I'm so mad about it. I finally almost got caught up with washing all of the clothes.
Right.
And we'll start sorting those and getting them taken off to Goodwill. So we're working on that. That's where New Year is starting off for us. And I'm really excited about Ella's room. I got my computer set up in the living room.
Yeah.
And I'm on chapter 4 or 5 in the book. They're short chapters, but we talked about how probably when I get to the end, I'm going to go back and reread it and add stuff and elaborate. Emma found the original writing that I did 20 years ago in this little my handwritten book story.
That's cool.
So I'm going to read that and plug in what I like from it that I didn't put in the type. Because, I'm going from memory, what I had in my mind from the story. So I'll get everything typed out and then I'll go back through what I have written and add what I like that I missed or left out, and then we'll see where I am with that. So I'm looking forward to having something that I can have you proofread and be like, I like this. I don't like that. You need to add here or whatever. Give your 2 cents on it so that maybe in the next month or so, I'll actually have something. Well, probably not the next month. Maybe the next 2 or 3 months, I might have something that I can actually upload.
Yeah.
And there's a way they'll publish like a soft paperback and they'll also publish a hardcover. It has to be X amount of pages. Mm-hmm. So we'll see if I can do all that too.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to write X amount of pages. I'm just trying to write the story.
Yeah.
That's the first thing.
Yeah, just focus on that.
Yeah. And then if I need to get more pages out of it, then I'll see what I need to elaborate on.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking forward to that too. Because if the lottery ticket doesn't work.
Right. Something's got to give.
We have to, I find myself more and more like thinking about our cafe.
Yeah.
And imagining us like being there and like the studio, like recording in the studio and kind of my plans for us to be able to like produce our own merchandise and stuff like that. So having a place for that. So I'm like, I keep thinking about it. And I know, of course, you'll have input, and so it won't look the same when we actually get it as it looks in my head. But I just can't wait.
Big dreams.
Yeah, I can't wait for us to have our own cafe. It's going to be so great. We're going to be great really bosses.
Cool. I hope so. I hope so. I'm not too mean.
No, No, I don't think so. Hopefully not too lenient. See, sometimes have a problem with letting people get away with stuff that they shouldn't.
Right.
So that's going to be the task for me, is to not be too lenient. Like you have to do right because everyone else is, and it's not fair to them that they're doing right and you're not. So that's going to be my big thing, is to be strict.
Yeah.
And not be mean when I'm being strict.
No, it doesn't. I'm not going to get into that. But
I have a problem. Like, I'll be just as nice, but if you don't do what you're supposed to do, then I'm mean, and I don't want to be a mean boss.
Yeah,
you know. I think that's why I'm too lenient sometimes, is because I'm afraid that I'm going to be mean.
Yeah.
If I try to be forceful or whatever.
Yeah, that's the dream. We got big dreams here, big goals.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Hoping we can get to it at some point.
Yeah, I think we will.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a goal we've set for ourselves. So I think as long as we really focus on the things that we're doing to get to that point, I think we'll do it.
Yeah.
I'm confident.
I actually did write just a little bit the other day, and I was glad that I did that. I finished like a chapter. So I think the next chapter I would be starting would be chapter 8. So that was nice. It was a nice feeling sitting down and like thinking and putting it down.
You were so funny at work. You're like, oh, I wish I was at home writing right now.
Yeah. I haven't had the urge in like weeks, and that'll
be the really cool thing too about like being the boss, because we'll have people to run the cafe portion. So we'll be doing stuff up in the office areas.
Yeah.
If we want to write, we can just write.
Yeah.
And that'll be so great.
Yeah. So
the
nice.
Dream life.
Honestly. But gotta get some books written.
Yeah. But we're working on it.
We're working on it. Slowly but surely. Gotta start somewhere. Yeah, I think we should save the rest of our stuff for next time.
Yeah.
I will say, since we know what Becky's currently reading.
That's not going to change.
I will say that I am technically currently reading Beartown by Frederick Bachman.
She's almost done.
I am almost done. I will probably finish it today. It's very good. When I had spoken about this book on the podcast once already, when I had talked about it,
mm-hmm.
I said, I don't know, I think it's like in Colorado or something. No, it's not in Colorado, of course. I didn't even realize that Frederick Bachman, the books you buy by Frederick Bachman, it's translated.
Oh.
It's translated fiction. Where is it? I don't want to say the wrong country. Yeah, it's translated from Swedish.
Oh, okay.
So that's pretty neat. I never knew that about Frederick Bachman. I didn't realize he was a Swedish author.
So does it take place?
It's in Switzerland.
Okay.
Yes. There's parts of it that take place in Canada.
Okay.
And I think there was a little, Colorado was mentioned, but it's not a setting in the book.
Right.
There was past events that took place in Canada, and then they moved back to Switzerland.
Okay.
So it's about a hockey town, a small hockey town in Switzerland. And it's really powerful, is what I would say. I'm not done with it. I'm pretty much done with it, but I'm not done with it. It's much more powerful than I expected it to be. I like it a lot more than I expected to like it. I don't know why, because I like, this is technically the second Frederick Bachman that I've read.
Mm-hmm.
The first one was, My Grandmother Asked Me to Tell You She's Sorry, which sounds very sad, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Very dramatic.
That was also a very good book, but I listened to that on audio.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't physically read anything by Frederick Bachman until now. But I thought this sounded good because nobody knows this, and nobody would expect to know this. But Austin used to play hockey. He grew up playing hockey. It wasn't ice hockey because we're in Georgia.
Right.
So there's like one ice hockey rink in Georgia or something that he did get to play a few games at, but it's inline hockey, so with like rollerblades.
Right.
So he always grew up playing hockey. I like to watch him play hockey. He hasn't played hockey in a long time now. There's an adult team that he could join.
Mm-hmm.
But we just doesn't have the time to do it.
Yeah, he's very busy.
He's a busy guy. And so I knew I'd probably like it, even though it's technically a sports novel, quote unquote. is about this team, and then somebody on the team ends up. It's not a secret. It's not a spoiler. You know what happens in the book. It's not something you question throughout the book. Somebody on the team sexually assaults somebody in the town just before like their big final. Like this hockey town is going to go somewhere if they win this final, but this event happens and it completely alters everyone's future. And it is so like, I've already said powerful like 15 times, but like there's nothing else I can say about it. It's just way more intimate and moving than I expected it to be. And it's triggering though. If sexual assault is something that can trigger you, I wouldn't necessarily read it.
Right.
It's not too in detailed about it, but it doesn't have to be for it to be
right. If you've been through it, you might not want to read about it.
So just keep that in mind. But it's really good. It's so moving. It's really quotable too. I've had to move from my app to my notes app in my phone. Like it's so many quotes. So that says something. But it's good so far. I'm not done with it. So we'll see. It's pretty good though. And I think Frederick Bachman made this a trilogy.
Oh really?
I think there's 2 more after it, and they're called. I think the second one is called. So this one is called Beartown, and the second one is called Us Against You, and the third one I think is called The Winners. So, yeah, Us Against You, and then The Winners. So I don't know what's gonna happen in those books, but it's interesting. Sad too. There's a lot of sad moments.
Well, of course,
obviously,
yeah.
So
it would be sad, especially for whoever was the victim at the beginning.
Oh yeah, you know how we were talking about having blind rage at the beginning of this episode? Some of it gives me like horrible blind rage. So it's really good though. Very moving, very powerful, very emotional. That's what I'm reading. I'm not reading an audiobook. I haven't started a new one yet.
I was listening to mine on the way here, and Emma's like, I'm glad I have my earbuds.
You know what I thought about?
What's that?
You're listening to your dragon book, right?
Yeah, DragonKnight.
DragonKnight, yeah. What's the author again?
Donna K. Paul.
Yep. Something I thought of before y'all got here that I think would be fun to do randomly on the podcast. I'm almost done with this book. So if I go get like 2 or 3 books from upstairs, I want you to pick the one I read next.
Okay.
Be right back.
I'll be here. My goodness, that's a thick one. I wondered if that was a Stephen King.
Oh, dang it. You already saw it. Okay, so I'm going to have Becky pick my next read because I'm sure I'm going to finish Beartown by Frederick Bachman today or tomorrow. We'll see how far I get.
Yeah, she doesn't have much left in there.
Yeah. So one of the options is The Stand by Stephen King. Finally, maybe get through that. I've been told I'll really enjoy it. Similar vibes. The Living Dead, a new novel by George A. Romero and Daniel Cross.
Okay.
Zombies.
And they did The Walking Dead, is that right?
I'm a doofus, Becky.
Okay.
I'm a complete doofus. Facts are like not a thing with me.
Okay. I'll give her that.
So I think because I am obsessed with The Walking Dead, the creators of The Walking Dead, Robert Kirkman.
Okay.
Make sure I'm saying the right name. Robert Kirkman. Yes, best known for co-creating The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah. So Robert Kirkman is a big fan of George A. Romero.
Okay.
George A. Romero I looked this up like a couple of weeks ago because I said something wrong. I noticed I said something on the podcast, and I was like, am I saying the right thing? And I edited it out because I just didn't want to be saying blatantly the wrong stuff. So I took it out. So I had looked it up. George A. Romero was an American-Canadian filmmaker, writer, editor, and actor. His Night of the Living Dead series of films.
Okay. That's what, when I saw The Living Dead, that made me think of the movie Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah, he did those movies. And it's all zombies, right? So
right.
So
that movie scared me when I was a kid.
I don't know if
and my dad watched it when he was in Vietnam.
Well, he can take on anything. So Vietnam. They can handle anything. So I don't know. Maybe it's because I am so obsessed with The Walking Dead, and I knew they were fans in my mind. George A. Romero helped with The Walking Dead, but that's not the case
in
at all.
a way.
Yeah. So zombies, but not quite the same. It is blurred by Joe Hill, a work of glory and genius. Joe Hill is Stephen King's son.
Oh.
If I'm saying that right. Let me look it up.
She just says anything.
Joe Hill. He looks like Stephen King. Yeah. Joseph Hillstrom King.
He better be a son.
Yeah, Joseph Hillstrom King, better known by his pen name Joe Hill. So, yeah, I did get that fact right. So, similar vibes. The Stand by Stephen King is virus, pandemic, world, people questioning their humanity, blah, blah, blah. You know, I eat that stuff up. Then it's The Living Dead, zombies, virus, New World, apocalypse. Eat that stuff up. I love The Walking Dead. I hope it gives me vibes of The Walking Dead. Might not. Still zombies.
Right.
So. Then, taking a totally different turn. Technically a YA fantasy, I think. Lobizona, a werewolf.
Right. We talked about that one before.
So, yeah, she is, her family is undocumented, and she comes to find out she's a werewolf. So, I don't know. You can pick one of those.
Ooh, okay.
I know, it's hard, right?
Gosh.
And I will read it next.
I think you should read The Stand.
You think so?
I think so.
You think it's time?
Yeah. That's the one I think you should read.
I think you're right. Okay. I'm excited. Look, this far in, and it's chapter 30. I'm excited. And our coworker will be very happy. Finally. Okay, so y'all heard it here. I'm reading The Stand next. We'll see what happens.
Woohoo!
Yay. Okay, that's all I wanted. And we'll talk about other stuff next week.
Yeah.
At some point, I want to do statistics for 2022. Maybe that'll be next week.
Yeah.
Or it'll be the next week. I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe I should go back and fill in my statistics. But I didn't start reading till halfway through the year, so.
Yeah. It's like, when I updated Storygraph, it took me forever. But, like, I finally got it perfect. And so next week I will I should probably go ahead and do my statistics next week, so I just get it over with. But I will go over the books that I technically finished that I haven't spoken about.
Okay.
Since the last time we did our regular updates.
Right.
So I'll do that briefly and then get into my nerdy statistics.
I think we did really good for today.
I think so too.
Because for us not to have done this for 2 weeks.
I know.
I thought it was going to be longer.
There's still more stuff I could talk about, but I'm not gonna.
We're going to behave ourselves. But we probably eventually will record extra episodes.
Yeah.
For if something like that happens again. So you guys don't have to be like 2 weeks in a row without something. Cause
we'll definitely have to.
I don't think that's good for the podcast.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're still listening.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to lose
there?
anybody. We only have like 100 people.
Yeah.
Don't need to lose anyone. We need to increase. All right. Well, so that's it. Make sure you check out the show notes. They should be really good this week. Make sure you go to Discovery Plus and check out, what's the name of that show? Getaway Driver?
Getaway Driver.
Check that out.
And Mountain
Monsters.
Monstrous Mountains.
That's a really good one, y'all. But, I mean, if you like drifting is that the only thing they do on Getaway Drivers is drifting?
Yeah, they, okay, so...
and what episode was he on specifically?
Oh,
do you know?
He was something like he was technically, that was their last day of filming, but his episode is like somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
So
you have to watch the whole thing. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
But it's fun to watch.
It is really fun. It's not just drifting, I think. There were several drift car drivers. It's just people involved in motorsports.
Mm-hmm.
They had to get away from pursuers. They were on this map. And they had to get away from pursuers and try to exit the map without getting caught.
Oh, that's fun. Okay, yeah, so definitely check that out.
It was pretty interesting.
So Discovery Plus, if you don't have it, you should.
You can get a free trial, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Just use your free trial to watch Getaway Drivers and Mountain Monsters.
Yeah, and then cancel it.
You guys are going to laugh so hard. I do. And we just talk about them like they're our friends now. We're like, that guy Buck.
Yeah.
He's funny. So check those out. What else? Thank you, of course, to Sideways Sheriff again, because he's the one who got us our stuff and showed Brooke how to use it.
Yeah. There'd be nothing
without him. We would have no show still. And of course, thanks to Brooke's mom for all of the merchandise that she's worked on and is probably still working on because she's amazing. Yeah. And thanks to Brooke for letting us do this in her home. It's really nice that you open up your home to us every week. We appreciate it. And the girls love you. They love coming here.
Y'all are more than welcome. I like y'all too. I love y'all too.
The one downside to having the cafe whenever we do is that the animals won't be running around and chasing them.
Right.
Anyway, thank you everyone for listening. We appreciate you. Kindred Spirits, we hope that you're sharing us with other kindred spirits and helping us to grow. We appreciate you listening every week, and we appreciate the feedback that we get from you. Yeah. It's really cool to actually have people listening and get excited.
I love when people tell me anything that they noticed about the episodes. They're like, oh yeah, I like that too. That was really funny.
Or when they call us on the phone and they're like, so I'm listening to your podcast.
Yeah.
Let me share a story with you about something similar that happened to me. I mean, it's really cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool. And, feel free to send us messages on Instagram or Facebook because we really do enjoy hearing those stories. And we know that we have listeners in other countries.
Yeah.
So you guys don't see us on a regular basis to tell us face to face like, our friends do. So please send us a message. Let us know you're listening and that you have had similar experiences.
Like, give us your feedback.
Yeah, or email us because our email is available for you. Yeah. At the end of the podcast, Brooke puts it there. And feel free to share any books that you're interested in with us so that we can talk about them. Yeah. And they can be a show note. It'll be cool. So that's it. Until next time. So for now, kindred spirits are not so scarce as I used to think. It's splendid to know there are so many of you in the world. Thank you, kindred spirits. Until next time, stay happily booked.